does pay off here. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Towards the front line. Well read, nice interception. Valverde. Bruno Fernandes! So, time for changes on both sides actually. He's there to hit it! Clearly, but really is nothing.
Van Dijk is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That's a throw. It's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely intercepted. Baina shifted upfield. Van Dijk. Here's Vinicius Junior. And that's a chance! It's good distance on it. Valverde has gone backward here. And he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. The changes then in quick succession. It's going to be a double change then. Little forwards with intent. Solot. Eder Militao, 8 forwards. Baina. Solot.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's heaved it away. Bruno Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Could be danger here. Davis. Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Okay.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
And here's Baina. Searching passes played there. Now who's going to be first to this? Okay, with the short one. Musiala, gently done. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. Eder Militao. It's run loose here. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bina. Bruno Fernandes really struggling to influence the game. Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Molina attempts a clearance. Molina absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Cleared without complication. And they have it back and can go again. Sorlot with the slide tackle there. Do have a chance to counter here. Bitch, he's had a shot! Oh, what about that? Finally! Bina, a mere formality, nigh on a certainty. It's taken out, that'll be a foul. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this game. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
And we're off for the final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Bruno Fernandes. That is a brilliant interception. Bina. Jimenez. The normal. He's in plenty of space here. Looking for a decent ball in. Chance for a shot! Moved on forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. The normal.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management.
Dembele has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, what possessed them to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
They are right into last chance territory. Big chance! It's a mighty effort! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. That's it! They are out! get ready. It is time to buckle up for months of uncontrollable chaos, of unmissable drama, full of trauma, full of ecstasy. And as the old song goes, whatever will be at the end of it all. We are very much under starters' orders. Mbappe has a shot! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he was disappointed.
Pressing's intense, and it's played. Great chance! Save again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Gotti. Zaharian. Oyarthabal. And it's played forward. Just takes a shot! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't. Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well,
Shot at goal! And he's done it! There was to be only one outcome.
well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's through here. Chaleta Shah. Oyarthabal. Musiala does really well to win the ball there. That is a little undercooked. Olise is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task to do.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Zakarian. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. He's having a shot! Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Musiala! He lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Could be danger here. Munoz. Sucic. 8 forwards. Olise shapes to shoot. Proves too strong. Olise! Munoz forwards and with intent. Lovely feet. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now, oh, that is asked into trouble. Olise. Big chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Ah, this looks sharp. And he cuts out the supply. Musiala shifted upfield. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Anything you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
And we are back underway.
Musiala, gently done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Moved on forwards. Zubeldia. And it's Kubo. Ruben Diaz cuts it out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Gonzalo Guedes. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gotti. And here's the chance to counter. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Here's Oyarzabal. Elise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's got away. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Can he spark a counter here? Back into the middle. Mbappe! And the ball's come loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Gotti. And here's Oyarzabal. Oh, delicate chip through. And he has been fouled there. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Howson wins the duel this time. Bellingham. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Bruno Fernandes really must be wondering how he hasn't took it 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Ball is over the line. Carlos Soler. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Howson. Bruno Fernandes. It's clean! That was superb goalkeeping.
Kane is offering a right smile there.
Keeper's gone with that. And it's Chouameni. Davis. And he of the game.
That is a very, very tidy start. Reason for great satisfaction, great optimism.
Perfect setting, the perfect atmosphere. It feels like a big game. It sounds like a big game. The focus now on the players as they seek to get their team off to the ideal start. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So a strong start, essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Well, Peter, I can tell you that both managers will have stressed the need for a very strong start here. Both have also indicated a front foot approach. If that is the case, then I don't think we're going to be complaining at the end. I certainly hope...
Bullish
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a chance!
Finish. Oh, they could this time, surely!
It's best to keep it in play here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Aim forwards.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say. Rangers, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Played out to the right. He is through here. And the shot! Elise with the short one. And Dyke plays it in low. And he's there to get it away. Vinicius Junior, but it goes. Cuts out the pass. Moved on forwards. And it's been played. Real chance! And he hits the net. They are right back in business. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Lobbed in behind. Danilo. Tramini wins the duel this time. Bellingham is a player known for his sense of positioning. He's always involved in the thick of anything good his team is doing. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Aaron's forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. And it's played forward. And there's green grass ahead of him. Olise! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match. That's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nice physical challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. really well manoeuvred. Out towards the flank.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Danger averted for now. Dulu. And he's heaved it away. And played it back swiftly. Alexander-Arnold. Olise, that's a delicate pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Proves too strong.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Alexander-Arnold with a real chance here. Going for goal! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! And the comeback is complete! Oh, that is a bit special. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
And it's played forward. Musiala aimed forwards. And he's got his cross in.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gravenberg. Kvaratskhelia forwards and with intent. That has been cut short.
Rangers really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Shamiti.
Rangers really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, he goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Deftly away. Rangers have to get it into the box and quickly. And now the breakaway. And the referee brings it to a close. So a smooth start, and one which, at least results-wise, could not have been better. That'll do very nicely. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, pressure can quickly build on you if a positive result isn't achieved.
So they've had a chance to show us what they're capable of, and they came out trumps. A victory in the opening game sets them up very nicely for what is to come, and they may already be making plans for the knockout stages. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So, having won on opening day, it's eyes forward on the missions that remain.
Well, Peter, there's a very good chance they can plough on after what was a good start. And even if they have a wobble along the way, I think this team has a structure and a philosophy that's solidly in place. And I think they can rely on that. So my advice would be, keep aiming high. Why not up for some swagger, in parts at least? I think they're capable of it.
Just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost. But he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly to both wings, whether it be with an accurate long pass or a quick throw, and that places him in the top order of the world's keepers.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. It could be Fiat's! Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Robertson aimed in bullish header. Bruno Fernandes changes him with that pass. That's good running with the ball. Out to the left it goes, and he's managed to get free. Aim forwards. Mohamed Salah tries making a foray down the right. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch.
And the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Bruno Fernandes. Nice interception, well timed. Jones, gently done. We expected better, and so did he. It's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, and the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Gravenberg. He's cut it out. Moved on forwards. Can he spark a counter here? Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Isak. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Wirtz does really well to win the ball there. Jones forwards and with intent. Wirtz laid out towards the right wing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kane driving on and making good progress. Over to the left. Frimpong gets rid without sophistication. Great defending, strong and determined. Here's Foden. Foden! And the ball's come loose here. That was very necessary. Now it's Wirtz. Salah. And here's Isak. Isak! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Robertson could try cutting inside here. Can he finish? Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet
Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far. And a real chance!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That has been knocked clear. It's really well manoeuvred. Mohamed Salah. And it's Jones. That has found him in acres of space.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Bellingham. Dembele. It's a great ball. Turns and goes back. And here's Bellingham. Oh, it's Bruno Fernandes. This is gone, that's a foul. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. He's going for goal! That was travelling. Now it's Jones. He's got to be. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Can he finish? It's there! As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Chance here to counter. Kvaratskhelia, he is onto this. Takes a shot! And he hits the net! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Kvaratskhelia, a mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the up.
Great chance! Fair effort, he reacted well.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bellingham being hunted in packs.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
Quality ball. Isak looks to get on the end of this. Bellingham has it back and can go again. And here's Bellingham. Chooses to go. Musiala! And that would have been game, set and match.
Musiala really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Isak. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. Could move up a gear here. And it's played forward. Oh, super fine. He's got away. Oh, he's played it in low.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Isak! Quick first touch and almost as good a second.
Isak brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Kvaratskhelia. Vinicius Junior! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Vinicius Junior is offering a right smile there.
Gakpo clears it away. And it's Musiala. Steaming on goalwards. He's going to be disappointed with that. Spread out to the left. Kvaratskhelia. Musiala has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. And here's Kvaratskhelia. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham! Szoboszlai played out to the right. So that's it. It is all over. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done. So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. They have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved. It's Dembele!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Fofana. The whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Vinicius Junior, and it's played forward. Dembele, he's shifting through the gears here. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's been given away. And it's Musiala. Musiala! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Tolisso played out to the left flank. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He's through here. Calmly anticipates. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Niakate, played over towards the opposite flank. Mangala. Still goalless. Out to the left it goes. Back into the middle. Satriano! Oh, that was no routine save.
Satriano is offering a right smile there.
Bellingham. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Olise. Fofana getting this one clear. That's a nicely weighted pass. Olise, can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vinicius Junior. So much time and space here. And that has been clubbed away. Musiala. Oh, it's Dembele. Now it's Musiala. Fires it in low. Oh, good spread. Maitland-Niles. That'll be a throw-in. Maitland-Niles. Now it's Tolisso. And the counter is on. Bellingham. Gravenberg. Olise. And here's Dembele. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
And the ball's done its job. Gets it away. Olise. Dembele. And the shot! Fofana. And the half-time whistle goes. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Tessman. Muscular approach does pay off here. Elise looking to run onto it. And it's Musiala. Maitland-Niles. Fofana. Fofana shifted upfield. Oh, is it? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And Dijk aim forwards. Satriano, decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Gravenberg. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Liakate. Maitland-Niles. Satriano. Davis. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Gravenberg. Vinicius Junior. Musiala played with finesse. Liakate tries to clear. That is a great pick out. He's come in hard. Now it's Dembele. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham, and he's managed to get free. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, nicely intercepted. A lot of space ahead of him. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. A 1-0 lead established.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away.
There's the shot! That's offside, yes it is.
Leon really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
I think we're just about done here. Mangala. Sota is having a shot! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And the shot! Deftly away. Foden. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of... The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Real chance! And he's heaved it away. That's an excellent interception. And he's pulled him up for that challenge.
I think he's done great there, both reading it.
Oh, what a try! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Can he latch on to this? Barcelona are having a tough week. It is a crazy schedule for them.
Yeah, it's a tough spell, and guarding against fatigue for the players is key now. Tiredness can be the blame for more injuries, so it's an opportunity for the manager to shuffle his pack.
Foden, probing pass. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work, and it ought to pay off for them as well.
And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of inflammatory talk leading up to this. There so often is, and it just stokes it further, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's certainly catered to the entertainment element to all of this, and the unpredictability that we're facing.
Vinicius Junior. Crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Yamal, now he's off and running. Van Dijk had previous experience in England, of course. Foden. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. So, what can they make of this? Well, no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Pedri has cut it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
The chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Guardiola forwards and with intent. Oh, he's in! And he shoots! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Mbappe. Yamal. Chouameni. Well, they could break here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Yamal. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. There is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
That's really well manoeuvred. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Elise. Araujo makes the interception. Pedri. And it's Bellingham. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Mark Casado? Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Lewandowski. Good determined running there, but not back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Bruno Fernandes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Dembele. It's anyone's ball now. Bellingham is having a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Kane. Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. Ter Stegen sends that a long way. Valde. That's been won straight back. Bruno Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. And it's Kane. And here's Dembele. Oh, it's a great ball here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Gavi shifted upfield. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Donnarumma gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Chouameni. Bellingham. Charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ball's played through. Rafinha goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Chouameni spread out to the left. And it's Kane.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Araujo. Casado. Out to the right. Played into space out wide. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Pedri. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Ferran Torres! It's a loose ball. Goes down, but nothing given. And that will be the final act. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows. And so, to avoid defeat is to go through. Every reason here for them to believe, but this has got to be done. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. They are already looking forward to life at the business end of this competition. This, a job that just needs finishing off.
To be perfectly honest, Peter, it would be A big surprise for them to slip up at this stage and not qualify now. Thinking about a point is potentially much more problematical than going after 3. We've seen many a team do that, and before you know it...
And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's there to hit it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Van Dijk. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And it's Bellingham. And he's away. Mbappe. Bullish header! And the ball's come loose here. And again. There's a goal! So that goal then.
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Maitland-Niles. Lyon have a free kick. Looking here to chip it through. Defending of the desperate variety. Bellingham. Mbappe looking to run on. Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
Shoots! It's off target and by quite a way. Maitland-Niles. Morton aim forwards. And he welcomes it in. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he getting here? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Point blank header! Nicked with his head but couldn't steer it in. It's Maitland-Niles. Bellingham is a player known for his sense of positioning. He's always involved in the thick of anything good his team is doing. Mbappe opts to play it back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's played forward. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Maitland-Niles has just shown why those situations demand a higher grade of focus. He bluffed it.
Olise powering forward here. Nice interception, well timed. Niakate gets rid without sophistication. Maitland-Niles is making a foray down the right. Fofana tries to dink it through. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Musiala. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just for one goal, it's still anybody's game here.
the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That is a great pick out. Olise. Vinicius Junior. Maitland-Niles. Satriano. Maitland-Niles. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Olise. Morton caresses it through. Maitland-Niles. And it's Morton. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Van Dijk. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Gasol. Satriano!
Lyon really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And a chance! That comes as a mighty relief. There's going to be another change here. Niakate makes the interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Gasol. Kvaratskhelia. Dembele. Plenty waiting in the middle. This looks promising. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Tolisso, clearly not happy with that.
Lyon really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Mongala, gently done. And it's Alaba. Nice physical challenge.
Lyon really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Tolisso. That's an excellent interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Valverde wins the duel this time. Very much into the last knockings. Can he finish? He's got away with one there.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Gasol.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Alaba.
The referee has seen enough. So the deal... There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
We have already started here.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a lot of strong stuff on show here. However it goes, we're in for something special.
Yeah, he's found him there. He's had a crack. There's an early warning shot across the bow. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Bina, who's short. Out for a throw. And it's Bina. A header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Van Dijk. Could be danger here. Solid! Goal! A momentary lapse exploited with glee. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Simeone. That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. Aim forwards. Now it's Bina. What a throw in. And it's Gallagher. He's through here. Good take and it shoots! It's in! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Simeone wins the duel this time. Gallagher. He could be in here. Llorente! Keeper's not concerned by that.
I think that's That's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Alexander-Arnold has been linked with so many clubs, hasn't he? Would you say, Jim, there's any truth in the rumours?
I think so. He's a man very much in demand, and not just from any interested party. The big boys will be dipping into their very large pockets to try and prize this fellow away.
Mbappe! That is a brilliant interception.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
Solid! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Baina with the short one. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into them.
Takes a shot! Baina shifted upfield. Molina. And it's Llorente. Baina goes pelting down that left-hand side. Molina. Simeone. Here's Sorloth. Simeone could try cutting inside here. Llorente! Of the first half. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we are back underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and
Tries a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Davis. Vinicius Junior. Davis. Moved on forwards. Musso, one ball by the goalkeeper. And here's Elise. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Calmly anticipates. Tries a measured ball. Oh, what shot! Goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
He's well positioned here. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And a play for a throw.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Mbappe, he's being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Molina looking for a runner, and it's been played through. Well read, all danger is averted. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's good defending, very good defending. That's a little off target. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Musiala. Foden. Hakimi picks it up now. And it's hoisted clear. Llorente. Jimenez has played it long. Bellingham forwards and with intent. Gets it away. That is a little undercooked. Jimenez. Lenormand gently done. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Musiala, the ball is loose and the chase is on. That has been knocked clear. Gallagher. And there goes the final whistle. Well, plenty of talking points and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Alejandro Balde, is a defender who's been coached in the ways of the beautiful game. He's very good as a defender, but he has an inner desire to get up the pitch as much as he can, and he's rarely very wasteful, Peter, so his decision-making has to be impressive, and from what I've seen, it is.
Okay, interesting. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a nicely weighted pass. Vinicius Junior skims one in. Cleared without complication. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Header comes in! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Barcelona have played a lot of games just lately. Squad rotation or tinkering starting to become prevalent at times like this.
Absolutely. I think nowadays the science that goes on behind the scenes can tell a man.
Rafinha! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pedri is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Olise. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Swept in. The referee's awarded a free kick. Barcelona.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Rafinha. De Jong. Played back in. Over to the left. Rafinha. Great chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Rafinha. And a shot! It's a loose ball. Yep. And one more try! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ferran Torres finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a... Barcelona have a free kick.
We all love a triumph, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Ter Stegen sends that a long way. So what can they make of this? It's really well manoeuvred. Now who's going to be first to this? Eder Militao. Well, they could break here. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Olise.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
It's a throw-in. Oh, they could be caught out here. Elise. It's a throw. Rafinha has found the net here, of course. And the whistle goes for half-time.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And it's played forward. Kunde. Kubasi. Christensen shifted upfield. Rafinha. A header! Oh, not the best of headers. Barcelona seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
Listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It looks to me as though both sides are shifting their tactics here, aren't they?
Well, it's attack versus defence now, and it's actually quite abrasive. One side looking to get balls into the box, and the other doing their utmost to repel whatever arrives. Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Rafinha. Balde. De Jong. Bruno Fernandes had previous experience in England, of course. And here's Bellingham. He is through here. Vinicius Junior. And that has been cleared. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yamal aimed forwards. Alexander-Arnold. It's run loose here. Alexander-Arnold gently done. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri. De Jong. Moved on forwards. Eder Militao makes the interception. Bellingham. Bellingham looking to... And the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Martin. So not long left in this now. Purring through the gears. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a foul and the whistle's gone.
Well, you can blame some suspect defensive positioning for that set of circumstances, and they were just left with little choice.
Spectacular save! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Chooses to go back. Lewandowski. Musiala does really well to win the ball there. Gavi. 2 minutes to be added on. Martin. Kunde. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate detail. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the goal? No question, that's a foul. Mbappe thinks one through. Al-Kubasi cuts out the pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Casado. Here's Pedri. Ferran Pedri! Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route down their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the...
Bullish header! Barcelona must be pretty concerned about this fixture pile-up.
Yeah, and when you've got fixture congestion, it only takes an injury or two and it can heap more pressure on a very difficult spell.
Ferran Torres. And it's Casado. Yamal. Lovely feet. That is good strength. Vardiol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Barcelona have a free kick. And it's Martin. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on one side,
Dogged defence on the other. And claimed it back swiftly. Bernal producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Proves too strong. Played back in. Oh, what a ball! Oh, that's nice. And he's running through. Now this could be it. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Barcelona, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Oh, easy pickings there. Bruno Fernandes, forwards and with intent. Olise tries to think it through. Mbappe, can he finish? Oh, how's that for a goal? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. That is simply terrific. Finished with beautiful deftness.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ferran Torres. Casado. The cross. And that's too far for anyone. And the first 45 minutes are nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all straight. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've... Pedri! Barcelona coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
He's a manager who understands how important the bench can be and the timing of substitutions. If needed, he's quick to make changes, and I just think he has more than a plan B.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Nice looking ball. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. And the break is on. Yamal. Pedri, that's an imaginative pass. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Here's Pedri. Cross goes in, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection. Shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Mbappe. Ferran Torres. Martin. 75 minutes played. It's been quite a looking ball, that. Ferran Torres.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Keeper's dealt with that. He's having a shot! Should have equalised.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's Rashford. Ferran Torres has found the net here, of course. Great defending, strong and determined.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That's a simple one for the keeper. Ferran Torres. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, it's come loose. Well, that is asking for trouble. And it's Casado. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A shrug, a rueful stare. colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think this guy, Gavi, is someone who really does show his Catalan pedigree, Peter, where the philosophy is to love the ball, to demand the ball, to protect the ball. And he'll always back himself because he's got the courage to do all that and then do his bit for the team. And he will always be a key midfield link because of his cleverness, his anticipation and his desire.
Okay, interesting. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Barcelona are having a tough week. It is a crazy schedule for them.
Yeah, it's a tough spell, and guarding against fatigue for the players is key now. Tiredness can be the blame for more injuries, so
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip
it's
reader
come off
to
the
know
upright.
what's being said here.
Goal! Barcelona! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Barcelona, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. It's Lewandowski! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lewandowski.
He's caught it now, it's a free kick. Howson, aim forwards. And it's Musiala. Tries a measured ball. Ter Stegen gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Gavi. De Jong, gently done. Rafinha caresses it through. Brilliantly cut out. Well, I tell you what, there's been a lot of inflammatory talk leading up to this. There so often is, and it just stokes it further, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's certainly catered to the entertainment element to all of this and the unpredictability that we're facing.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. De Jong. Barcelona.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way.
Oh, shooting chance! The keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gavi. Great chance! In he goes again! Worth a try, but not this time.
Ah, that's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go with it.
They've played it short. Out for a throw. Out again for a throw-in. Ruben Dias had previous experience in England, of course. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's a nice ball. Al Kubasi clears it away. Koundé. Al Kubasi. Oh, good spread. Dembele. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rice. Good. And the finish! There's a goal! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing!
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Oh, smashing header! With that, the half-time whistle goes. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all straight. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
We'll be pretty happy with the way they've performed.
Lewandowski! And he has kept it out. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Hakimi, Rice, Barcelona were grateful to the genius of their manager last time round.
Well, Peter, he was lauded by the media, and quite rightly too. I think what he did was clever and decisive, and it just goes to show how tactically astute he is.
Pedri. De Jong is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rafinha. That's been won straight back. Davis has got himself a free kick. Eric Garcia. Ferran Torres. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Pedri. Gavi. Rafinha. It's a mighty effort! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Time for a change in personnel. What a throw in. Alex Martin. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pedri, ball's played through. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Tchouaméni, forwards and with intent. Bruno Fernandes, played out towards the right wing, played out to the right. Kvaratskhelia. Martin gets it away. Decent chance! He's put his foot right through that one.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
De Jong. Yamal. And he goes cross-field. Rashford. Rashford. And they've been given a corner. No way through, so back it comes.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Koundé. That's really well manoeuvred. Rashford. He has found the way through. Rashford with the cross.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rashford. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Clipped into space. Kane. And they can counter here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing on both sides. Football is a truly global game, and of the countless clubs around the world that vie for supremacy, only 4 have made it here. So you may ask what the conditions are of being invited to such an event. Well, you only have to be the top club in your continent. Not easy by any means. This isn't any old football tournament. It is one also of culture and custom and philosophy, and 4 very different brands of the beautiful game. Fantastic scenes here in Barcelona. This massive stadium. Hakimi has got himself a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And it's hoisted clear. Kvaratskhelia. This was gone, presumably for offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Hernandez. Ruben Diaz, long ball upfield. Great defending, strong and determined. Koulibaly. Malcolm. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Belling. And now the breakaway. Chance for a shot! Aim forwards. That's been won straight back. Hakimi played with finesse. Hernandez. He's gone direct here. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Alexander-Arnold is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
In with the challenge. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he welcomes it in. This looks promising. Chance, surely! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And it's played forward. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
It was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
That was travelling. Nil-nil still. Advance this vote.
Well, it's certainly not a drama affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Al Hilal! There is the breakthrough! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Al Hilal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. pass just lacking in accuracy. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gravenberg. Milinkovic-Savic tries to dink it through. Chance! And he hits the net! And they're at it again in double quick time! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Things starting to look very comfortable. And the semi-final reaches halfway. Reflections on the first half?
And the things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Ruben Dias gently does. Mbappe, he's found the way and the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Moved on forwards. Malcolm. And he's lost his man here. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! And the keeper has it. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior looking to penetrate opposition lines. Mbappe has a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That's really well manoeuvred. That's really well manoeuvred. Milinkovic-Savic. Milinkovic-Savic. It's run loose here. Bellingham. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Milinkovic-Savic! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And that's surely a foul, free kick. Shapes to shoot! He's hit it first time.
But I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Howson does really well to win the ball there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hernandez shifted upfield. And he's on a charge. That's an excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes, who's steaming forward. Now it's Bellingham. That's a nicely weighted pass. Do have a chance to counter here. Koulibaly gets good distance on it. Gravenberg, 8 forwards. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, he's found him, it's Vinicius Junior! Oh, just lacks a decent finish.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Rapidly approaching the end. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He is through here. There's the shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Oh, wonderful. Just wonderful. What technical dreams are made of. It was unstoppable.
And that means just... That's it! They are out! Well, this is the beauty and the cruelty of knockout football. It doesn't matter who you are.